Hello and welcome back to Tam Axlia Finding the Relics of Power. Oh wait, am I over encumbered? Is that what it is? Ha! My horse wasn't broken at all. Okay. I need a shop. Let's find a shop. Sign Temple of Tyr, that's where I want. Okay, Nurek. Was he not from the other place? Oh, has he been in all three? Oh, greetings, Tam. It's me, Nurek. Remember, I was serving in Tyr's Church in Port last until Aaron Gend asked me to come and oversee this temple here at Beoruna's wall. I remember, Nurek. Good to see you again. I'm surprised you remember me, Tam. What with everything on your mind? The Luskan cult, Aribeth's betrayal. Why, that's enough to make someone forget their own name. To be honest, I almost didn't recognize you with the great hero of Neverwinter. I'm struggling with a problem that's had me a little bit out of sorts today. I'd like to purchase some supplies. Why are all the why are these here? Oh, do you get given them again every time they rejoin with you? Clearly you do. We use token. Right, let's clear some of this. Oh, nothing in there. Nothing in there, nothing in there, nothing in there. I guess I cleared out before I did the mission. Scarab of Protection. Let's sell this and identify that. Armor of Horus Ray. It's not very good to sell. Examine, identify, hide armor +3. Be good if you were a druid, which I am not. Sell that. Oh, I still have the levers from the previous time. That's weird. Mirror shield I'm keeping, but it can go in. It can go a bag of holding. Let's have a look at these boots. Boots of reflexes +3, and I'm wearing boots of striding +3. I'll get rid of the reflexes and to stump some of the stuff. I'm just going to move all these contracts down as well. Oh, what's this? Sharwin's contract. I want to move all the follower stuff down to the bottom so that it doesn't get in the way. It's not actually useful for anything. Topaz cell. I've still got somebody's head as well. Pendant the Elf, Amulet of the Long Death. Okay. Identify those. Sell them. Sell that. Belt of Frost Giant Strength. What am I currently wearing? Performer plus. Oh, so +3. Frost Giant Strength gives me +4 strength. I'll keep the charisma buff for now. That's probably a mistake. I should probably go for the strength buff, but what the hell? The charisma one will be upgraded when I do the mission for my companion. Okay. Right. So that's sold off. I can't remember who I'm supposed to speak to again. Talk to Lillian Cambridge. Speak with Lillian Cambridge around. She is known to spend time at the drinking house in Baron as well, so we've got to go to the drinking house. I assume that these people don't have...
Hello to you.
Greetings, Tam. Aaron Gend has instructed me to provide you with whatever assistance I can to you in your mission to recover the Words of Power. However, my magic is not of a healing nature. My skills are tied to the teleportation portal in this temple and the Stone of Recall in your backpack. Is there something I can do for you? Nope. And this one...
Well met.
Welcome to the Temple of Tyr. Should you require any services of the service of a priest, please speak to Nurek. Who are you? I am Edegar, a minor acolyte in the service of Tyr. Though I have little in the way of divine powers, I try to make myself useful in performing the day-to-day functions around the temple. If you need the services of a true cleric, you'll have to speak to Nurek. Nobody has divine power. None of us have divine power. The divine power comes from the gods. They just grant it to us. Learn to have true faith, my good chap. Let's mount up and go and find the drinking house. Now I've freed up some bag space. I think this section is going to be largely speaking to people around the town and picking up all the quests.
None can.
Oh, this looks like a... Oh, yeah, if they're called male soldier and female soldier, they'll have nothing worth hearing.
Okay, dokie.
Thanks, Tommy. Oh.
It's done.
Let's just loot up the place. Should probably have gone shopping after I had... Oh, there is somebody to speak to there. I'll just open that chest once Tommy's finished picking, because otherwise he'll... Oh, no, good. Wine and some gold.
Well met.
What do you want? You hear about the trial? Trial? What trial? Come on, everybody's heard about it. Some Uthgart's up for the murder of a Lord's Alliance soldier. Go speak to Nurek in the Temple of Tyr. He can fill you in.
Well met.
I'll be going now. Okay. Why did Nurek not give me that mission when I was there? Roll kid.
I don't recognize you. And I thought I knew all the new recruits who've joined the Lord's Alliance.
My name is Tam Axlia. I work for Gend.
Tam Axlia, the same Tam Axlia who saved Neverwinter from the plague. We could use a good man like you on the battlefront. It's too bad Gend has you working on something else. You must come in here and purchase some equipment, right? So, what can I interest you in? A good sword, a stout shield perhaps? Or was there something else?
Who are you?
You're kidding, right? Everybody knows me. I'm Rawkin, the Mighty Lance. Probably the most famous gnome knight in Neverwinter. Gen's put me in charge of training and equipping the troops, battling the Luskan forces. Seems he's too busy searching for these words of power to bother with a little thing like a war. Normally I wouldn't complain, but this isn't exactly what I signed up for. I can't fight a war with no supplies.
No supplies? What are you talking about?
It's those blasted Orcish raiders. Every time we get a new supply line set up at the battlefront, those damn bandits cut it off. An army's no good if they don't have the steady stream of supplies replenishing their stores. I tell you, if this keeps up, we might as well surrender to Luskan right now.
Maybe I could help with the supply lines.
Hey, I'll welcome any help I can get. I already put out a bounty on the heads of the two most famous orc bandits in the region, Vath and Guzad. I figure they both get taken out. The rest of the thieving scum will get the message and back off. I'm offering 500 gold pieces for each of them, payable upon delivery of their decapitated head.
Any chance of getting an advance on this assignment?
Yeah, right. We can barely afford to finance this war as it is. I start shelling out for work that isn't even done.
I won't be able to pay for my soldiers their wages. Wow, I think that's the first time anybody's ever turned me down for that. Any idea where I could start looking for these bandits?
You could try looking in the Coldwood to the northeast. That place has always had its share of bandits, and there were some reports of bandits around the Fort Ilkard to the south. Other than that, I couldn't say. Finding them's not the hard part. Well, that and killing them.
I'd like to see your inventory. Do you have what we like? No bags of holding. Do you have a fancy magic sword?
That's it for you.
Those are scimitars. I want longsword. Longsword. Oh, longsword +1. Longsword. Longsword +2. I think mine's better than a longsword +2. Clothing and armor. We're looking for half plate padded armor. We're looking for full plate. And it has to be full plate plus... Oh, half plate +3. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting better than that. Shield of the Dragon Slayer. Let's have a look.
Base armor class +3. Armor bonus versus dragons +5. Armor bonus +3. So it's a tower shield. Oh, I've got a tower shield +3 at the moment. So it's better than mine. But it's also 52,000 gold. So maybe later. Okay, so we've got to speak to... Let's go back to the temple, speak to Neuralic. Actually, let's go to the inn first. Just in case I've got more loot and I can sell when I get to Neuralic as well. Let's have a map. Right, we have Erengen's Lodge, we've done that. Mercenary Enclave and Temple of Tyr. So we've done the Mercenary Enclave. Drinking House is there. Many Starred Cloak Enclave. And Trading Post. Okay, Many Starred Cloak Enclave is next.
Greetings. Normally, I don't deal with those who have no experience in the arcane arts, but Erengend has asked me to make my inventory available to everyone, if it will help the war effort. I still don't think I want to give you access to my lab in the back. That's reserved for those who have some experience in magic. But I will open my inventory to you, though most of the items are more suited to mages and their ilk.
Great. In that case, I wish to purchase some... well, actually, how do you know my name? Please, Tam, I'm a mistress of the arcane. Such information is easily divined by one of my power. Now, how may I help you? Why is there a branch of the Many-Starred Cloak Guild out here? Do not let the stereotype of a solitary wizard in the tower colour your perception of all those who employ magic in their livelihood. Neverwinter is in trouble, and the guild offer to help in any way possible. Erengend requested our presence here, so that we could both aid the war effort and those adventurers seeking the mysterious words of power. The guild is glad to offer its resources to those seeking to save our fair city. Okay, she's got nothing useful to say. Let's purchase some magic supplies. See if she's got a bag of... No, she doesn't. She has some nice spells. And cloaks. Ooh, Nymph Cloak +3. What have I got? Nymph Cloak +2. How much is a Nymph Cloak +3? 27,000 of my 221,000. Yeah, I could go for that. Could go for that. What else we got? Boots of Striding +3. Already wearing them. Oh yeah, I need new bracers. Fortification +2 and Fortification +3. I need new bracers because I've got bracers of armor and it doesn't stack with my, I don't know, something else. Right, so that's that one done. Let's go into the drinking house, which I believe is in this direction. Oh, there's loads of crates and stuff as well to loot. Let's get some loot, get our looting on. I got hosted by somebody for like 100 viewers yesterday, and I was so hyped up after doing this. I streamed for like 2 hours extra. I wasn't even intending to stream. I was just streaming. I was doing some dailies before dinner on some card games. I wasn't even intending to stream, and then somebody streamed me for like 100 viewers. Somebody hosted me for like 100 viewers, so I ended up staying on for another couple of hours. Then I was so hyped up, I had trouble sleeping. Not that I'm complaining if people want to host me for 100 viewers, yeah, it was quite I don't know, quite exhilarating. I imagine it's weird, like having a bunch of extra viewers. I don't know. It shouldn't make a difference, but it does. Right. Lillian Cambridge.
I've been waiting at least 10 minutes for someone to come by and refill my drink.
I'm not here to fill your drink. I'm Tam Axlia. I work for Erengend. Ah yes, Tam Axlia, the hero of Neverwinter. I'll drink a toast to your legendary deeds if my glass wasn't empty. My name's Lillian Cambridge, archaeologist. I'm the North's leading expert in antiquities and ancient artifacts. No doubt Erengend has told you that I've come to offer my rather unique knowledge to aid in the cause of the Lord's Alliance.
I'd like to ask you some questions. That's why I'm here, to answer your questions about the words of power and the creator race that constructed them. And to sample the local wines, of course. Where can I find the words of power? If it were that simple as drawing you a map, Tam, I'd have told Erengend everything I know. You have to remember that the words are thousands and thousands of years old. The creator race that fashioned the words predated even the first elven kingdoms. Everything I know about them is theory and conjecture upon foundation of myth and legend. Surely you must know something. I can tell you that there were several words of power created, but they have been scattered throughout the north and lost for countless millennia. All that remain are rumours of where they might have disappeared. Some believe the words were taken by the dragons who dwell in the mountains to the west. Others claim clues of their location could be found in the long deserted ruins far to the south of Fort Ilkard, or hidden in the forests to the north. The truth is that they could be anywhere, though I believe I've learned the location of one of the words after many years of research and study. Where can I find this word? Before I tell you the location of the words of power, I need you to perform a task. Something very precious was stolen from me recently. A snow globe I acquired on behalf of a very wealthy benefactor. If you want me to tell you what I know about the location of the word of power, you'll have to recover that snow globe for me. Where can I find the snow globe? It was en route to deliver this. I was en route to deliver the snow globe to my buyer when it was stolen from me by an unscrupulous, albeit charming wizard named Nax. From what he told me, Nax was in these parts doing some research of his own. It seems he found a magical entrance to the deserted laboratory of a long-dead wizard somewhere in the Coldwood to the north. I'll bet Nax is exploring that laboratory right now, and with my snow globe at his side. But if you want to go after him, you'll need this teleportation scroll. Nax told me that the only way to pass through the magical portal leading to the dungeon. How did you manage to get this teleportation scroll? And why did Nax tell you all this? Oh, excuse me. I'm a capable and attractive woman, and I'm not above using my charms to further my archaeological investigations. Nax offered to buy me a few drinks, and we got to talking about our respective research. One thing led to another. Afterwards, when Nax fell asleep, I borrowed the scroll and slipped off to have copies made before returning the scroll to his pack. I plan to do a little investigating of this dungeon on my own later on. But while I was out making copies, Nax took my snow globe. I didn't notice until he was long gone. I guess it's my own fault for leaving him asleep in my room. I don't carry a grudge against Nax for what he did. I just want the snow globe back. Deliver it to me, and I'll tell you the location of one of the words of power. I'll be back when I get that snow globe for you, Lillian. I'll be looking forward to it. I hope you have better luck than the others. So far, no one who's gone into the Coldwood after an axe has come back. Okay. There's a sleeping commoner in there. A shady character. Aberrant. Shove off, buddy. These open sores on my face make it tough enough to attract the ladies without your ugly mug hanging around and cramping my style. You've got a serious attitude problem. So what are you going to do about it? You try anything and every Lord's Alliance soldier in this camp will be all over you. So take your pesty complaints about my attitude and stick them where the sun don't shine and leave me alone. Okay, lovely. Shady character.
Hello there.
I guess the shady character probably sells rogue stuff, but they don't talk to you if you're not a rogue. I'm assuming, because there's been shady characters in every one of the different towns. This is just hay, obviously for the horses. Some gold. Let's see. I assume the other hay is just hay as well. Yep. Let's see. Lodar.
Well met.
Look, don't bother me right now. I got a lot on my mind. What with this trial and all. Trial? What trial? One of them Uthgard killed Griff, stabbed him right in the gut. I saw the whole thing, so now I've got to testify. Nurik over at the temple is setting the whole thing up. I don't want to be rude, but this trial has got me kind of worked up. I don't feel like talking right now. Go talk to Nurik if you want to know more. I should probably go and talk to Nurik now then. Let's speak to these commoners first. Nope, nothing to say.
It is a pleasure to speak with you.
Okay. Looks like you're ready to head out in search of the traitor Aribeth. You're armed and everything. Okay, let's go speak to Gend. Not Gend. Nurik.
Hail to ye!
Oh, hello Gend. Welcome back to the Temple of the Just God. Forgive me if I seem somewhat distracted. Rolgan's impending trial has me a little out of sorts. Trial? This is no ordinary trial, in fact. This is a very delicate matter. It presents a problem. Maybe I could help you with this problem. I don't know. This is a very delicate matter. Recently, an Uthgard tribesman named Rolgan killed one of the Lord's Alliance soldiers. He claims it was self-defense, and I have given him the sanctuary here to save him from the vengeance of the soldier's friends. But Rolgan cannot stay in the temple forever. I am trying to arrange a fair trial for the young man, but his Uthgard friends are unfamiliar with our justice system, and none of the Lord's Alliance mercenaries wants to defend him during the trial. Maybe I could defend the Uthgard warrior. Your offer is a generous one, as Tyr's priest, I would ensure you're properly compensated according to the defense you present. After careful consideration, I have selected a jury. There will be 2 who represent the interests of the Uthgard, 2 who represent mercenaries, and my own acolyte, Edgar. I felt this is the only way to be fair. If you agree to undertake this case, I can give you the details. Or is there something else you need? I'll do it. Take this notebook. It contains information on the jurors and witnesses, as well as details of the case and the trial itself. As an officer of Tyr, you must keep this notebook to record the progress of the case. I can summarize the notebook for you. First, the jurors. A mercenary named Avaric, a ranger named Dalcia, a soldier named Jevon, and an Uthgard wise woman called Pala, and of course my own acolyte Edgar. Feel free to speak to any of the jurors before the trial. It's common practice to do so in these matters. The ranger and Pala can be found in the Uthgard camp. The others are here in the buildings housing the Lord's Alliance members. And what about the witnesses? The prosecutor has advised me that he will be calling 2 mercenaries who witnessed the event, Zed and Lodar. He will also question Vanda, the wife of the accused. I suggest you speak to these people before the trial to gather what evidence you can. So I'm to speak to Zed and Lodar and Vanda, the wife of the accused. And of course there's the Uthgard himself, Rolgan. He doesn't have to testify, but if you call on him to defend his actions, then the prosecutor will also be able to question him. He's here in the back of the temple, if you wish to speak with him. I'll begin my investigations right away. Rogan is counting on us to bring forth the truth of his trial. Once you have all the evidence, come and speak to me and we can begin proceedings. Is there something else I can do for you, Tam? Nope. Bye. Okay, Rolgan, where are you? Oh, you didn't do the bookshelves either. This is the problem of not getting enough sleep. I never seem to get enough sleep in. Adventures, City of Neverwinter, Uthgar's Legacy, done. Uthgar Barbarians, done as well. Read all those books. Store is friendly. The bard from the other side shows signs of recent use. Perhaps it will open later.
You are here because Neurek sent you? You are here because of the trial?
Yes, I'm to defend you. Tell me what happened. Griff invited me to play a game of chance. Not wanting to spurn his gesture of friendship, I accepted his invitation and the drinks he readily offered me. I began to feel strange. My mind was clouded once more by more than just ale. I gambled foolishly and lost several personal heirlooms of great religious significance to my tribe. You should never wager something you cannot afford to lose. I know this, my lord. I was not in my right mind. Something strange had taken hold of my thoughts. I returned to my tribe in shame. Vanda, my wife, told me to go back and speak to Griff, to humble myself and beg him to return the religious heirlooms in exchange for the promise of much gold later on. But Griff attacked me before I could speak my offer. I killed him to save my own life. There was no choice.
I fled to this temple, barely escaping a mob of soldiers seeking my blood to avenge Griff. Nurek gave me sanctuary, but only if I vowed to submit to trial to determine my fate. Can you tell me anything else? We Uthgard are different from you. Our ways and customs may seem strange. They call us savages and pagans and drunks and thieves. This is how the Lord's Alliance sees us, and that's why I am called a murderer for defending myself. We of the Black Lion tribe are a noble people. I'm no heathen savage, no vile killer. I pray to Uthgar, and you can see this and help me. I pray to Uthgar that you can see this and help me. I'll do my best. Go if you wish, I must stay here, though my heart aches to return to my tribe. When the trial is over, Uthgar willing, I shall be allowed to return to my home. Right, so I've got to speak to 3 different people. And I imagine they're in then. Oh, 4, because I've got to speak to his wife as well.
Greetings.
You may be a famous hero in all time, but you no need to walk around a camp with your weapon drawn all the time. I have no idea how to sheath my weapon, except to just, remove it. If people are going to bitch about it, I suppose.
Well met.
Luke, don't bother me right now. I got a lot on my mind, what with this trial and all. I know about the trial. I'm defending Rolgan. Funny, you don't look like a lawyer, but that ain't my business, I guess. You want to ask me some questions? Go ahead. Tell me what happened. Griff and that Uthgard were... Excuse me. Griff and that Uthgard were playing cards, gambling. Griff won a lot of money. So much that the Uthgard had to give him some of his jewelry to cover the debt. Real fancy looking stuff. Later that night, Griff went outside. I heard a shout. I rushed out to see him and the Uthgard smashing swords. Guess the Uthgard was better at it than Griff. I can't believe I have to testify about this. I've never been to a trial before. Anything else? That's all I know. I don't even understand why they need me at the trial. I wish I didn't have to go. Don't get so worked up about this trial. Barkeep, a drink for my friend Lodar here. I'm buying. Hey, you're all right, brother. Good luck in that trial, and thanks for the drink. If you need anything else, I'll be right here. Until the trial is over, they've got me off active duty, so I plan on spending my time here in the drinking house. Okay, who else have I got to speak to? Barkeep. Averick.
I greet you.
I'm here to talk. Shove off, buddy. These open sores on my face. Yada yada. I'm here to talk about the Rolgan's trial. Oh, that pesky priest. Nurek must have sent you. Oh, that prissy priest Nurek must have sent you. Can't figure out why that sawed-off runt wanted me on the jury. Guess he figured I'd be impartial since I hate all races, colours and creeds equally. What are your feelings about this case? Griff was a rotten bastard, and the Uthgard did us all a favour by offing him. But if we let him go, we might have drunken savages running through the streets sacrificing to their goat gods, you know? Sounds like you figure he's already guilty. The only good thing that about that Uthgard is his wife. I can't wait to see her up testifying at the trial. She's one fine piece of meat. Hooey! I wouldn't mind having her pork chops on my plate at dinner tonight. Is there any way I can guarantee you find Rogan not guilty? Oh no, that sounds like I'm bribing him. You're a disgusting, vile man. So what are you going to do about it? You try anything and every Lord's Alliance soldier in this camp will be all over you. So take your prissy complaints about my attitude, stick them where the sun don't shine, and leave me alone. Okay. That's a bunch of soldiers. Let's just check the barkeep, see if he's got anything interesting.
I greet you, my child.
Get a drink, sir. We've got a fine selection of beverages if you're interested. Yeah, I'll have a drink. You have spirits, wine, or ale. Sorry, I've already got my own.
I greet you, my child.
There's a lot of soldiers here. You wouldn't be selling drinks to them while they're on duty, would you? What? No, I'd never sell drink to a soldier on duty. They'd take my license if I did. I'd be ruined. Don't be going around spreading rumours like that now, my lord. Even in jest. We're talking about my livelihood after all. Sorry, forget I even mentioned it. It's blackmailing him. Give me 50 gold or I'll tell everyone you're serving soldiers on duty and run you out of business. I'm not saying that. Oh, of course, my good man. It's as if it never happened. Now, can I get you a drink? I already had a drink. That's it. Nothing there. Okay, let's check the upstairs here. And I think that might be the town cleared. Let's go in here. Locked. I think not. I've got a halfling squire just to deal with this sort of thing. Oh, that's weird. Big storeroom with nothing lootable in it. Let's try this room.
Okay, dokie.
Bookshelves. Famous citizens of the Sword Coast. Reddit.
Okay, dokie.
Let's get Tommy picking another lock. Origin of Magic. Reddit. The Nether Scrolls. Yeah, I've read that as well.
It's done.
Unfortunately, I lost a bunch of YouTube videos yesterday because I uploaded them and they were fully uploaded, and then I deleted the source files, and then I forgot to click publish and close the window, so they all got deleted, which really, really sucks. So there's like 7 days of videos, or seven videos, not 7 days of videos, gone. But my YouTube now has
Okay, dokie.
a video every day for the next week being published. Sleeping Commoner.
It's done.
Sounds like there's a snake.
Okay, dokie.
It's a weird noise. Is that meant to be people snoring? God, it reminds me of LARP. I used to go to LARP every year, and then inevitably you'd end up sleeping beside somebody's tent. Your tent beside somebody's tent who snored like somebody sawing wood. Although, to be honest, at LARP, you often drink so much that you would not notice. It's quite a meat drinking fest, and other things. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, there's another chest. No, I got that. Anything else? One more door. And it's locked. Come on.
Okay, dokie.
Go on, Tommy. Open it up for me. It's nice having the horse fast again.
It's done.
Nothing in there at all. Okay. That is 4 buildings clear. So we've got done, Trading Post, Druid Grove, Uthcart Settlement, and Coldwood. Let's go for Trading Grove. Let's go for Druid Grove and then Uthcart Settlement. Just checking these are all commoners. You're going up to the top of the plateau to see Bearun as well. If you are, just watch your step. I wouldn't trust those Uthgard savages as far as I could throw them. Who are you? The Lord's Alliance figured it might be a good idea to post a guard up here at the base of the plateau to warn people. Past this point, you're entering the heathen camps. You can go up if you want, but watch your step with those savages. We don't want any trouble with the Uthgard camp around Bearun as well. Bearun as well? Yeah, you know, Bearun as well. Ain't much to look at, but I guess some people figure it's a big deal. What with the historical significance and all. Bearuna was some Uthgard hero, so they say. The legendary father of the people, or some such nonsense. I thought that was Uthgard. Uthgard, or... They say he built that well atop of this plateau. I don't believe in the legend myself, but the plateau is a holy site to the Dam Uthgard. Guess they've built up their camp there. Guess that's why they built their camp up there. Uthgard? Yeah, one of the Uthgard tribes has joined the Lord's Alliance, the Black Lions, I think. I don't really trust them, heathens, but I guess we need all the help we can get. They've gone and set up their camp at the top of this plateau. Seems they figure they've got a claim to the land around Beirun as well. Is there anything else up there? Well, there's a druid grove up there. I think it's run by a man named Yasun. Yusam. You know them druids. Nature this and nature that. I guess that's why we'd rather stay up there. I guess that's why he'd rather stay up there beside Beirun as well with them primitive Uthgard instead of down here with us civilized folk. I'm Tam Axlia, a hero of Neverwinter. You have to give me gold so I can buy some equipment. Maybe not. Okay. I think I've cleared everything, so I'll be going now. See you around then. Like I said, watch yourself among the Uthgard. Allies or not, I don't trust those savages. Well, you're a bit of a prick, really, aren't you? Uthgard tribe member. Yusam. Hello,
Welcome,
Yusam.
friend. I am Yusam, Druid of the North, liaison between the Lord's Alliance and the Uthgard.
You are free to take solace in the tranquility of my grove, if you wish. Or is there some reason you sought me out? My name is Tam Axlia. I work for Erengand. When the Lord's Alliance set up camp here, Aaron told me he was recruiting agents to search for the lost artifacts of ancient magic. I wish you success in your quest, though, as I told Aaron, I'm more concerned with the plight of the Uthgard people. Plight of the Uthgard? What do you mean? My child, this war takes a terrible toll on the Uthgard. The armies of Luskan lay waste to their lands, and the Black Lion tribe has lost many warriors battling alongside the Lord's Alliance soldiers. But it is for the Uthgard elk tribe that I worry the most of all. They have aligned themselves with the Luskan destroyers to slaughter the defenseless settlers around Fort Ilkard to the south. You're a druid, can't you make them stop? Once the elk tribe welcomed my counsel, but they have since turned their back on the ways of nature. The emissaries I have sent to investigate have all been ruthlessly slain. You're not a child of nature, so perhaps you cannot understand the pain I feel over what has happened with the elk tribe. Perhaps I could investigate this for you, Yusam. Your offer is generous, child. I cannot leave this grove, and there is nowhere else that I can turn for aid. I fear, however, that you do not truly understand what you are about to undertake. Such a task would be dangerous, my child. The elk tribe have slain all who have tried to parley with them. But if you could discover why the elk tribe have turned their back on us, I would be most grateful. The elk tribe have fortified themselves inside a keep to the west of Fort Ilkard. Although they continue to make raids on the fort, perhaps if you go there, you can find them and speak to Zokan Thunderer, their chief. Any chance of getting an advance on this job is a sign of good faith. I suppose it would not be unseemly for me to grant you some form of payment as a show of faith. Here, my child, take these 100 gold pieces and the blessings of my grove. I pray your mission is a success. I'll be back when I learn more of the elk tribe. No, I'd like to purchase supplies. And I'd like to see if you have a bag of holding, which you don't. Don't want to dump my nymph cloak.
Okay, Delicia.
Greetings to you.
On behalf of the Black Lion Uthgardt tribe, I welcome you to this camp. Who are you? I'm Dalcia, a friend of the Uthgardt people. I'd rather stay here in the camp of the Black Lion than subject myself to the stench of civilization hanging over the Lord's Alliance barracks. I do not expect you to understand. Only those who count themselves among the children of nature, druids and rangers like myself, can truly appreciate the beauty to be found in this simple camp. I'm representing Rolgan in his murder trial. Ah yes, Nurik mentioned he was seeking someone to defend Rolgan in his trial. I hope you truly appreciate the situation you've got yourself into. The Uthgardt are noble people, but their culture and beliefs seem strange to the Lord's Lions. Often the Uthgardt are victims of prejudice and hatred simply because of who they are. Sounds like you think Rogan is innocent. I'll wait until the trial before I make that decision, of course. I only wanted you to be aware of the fact that Rogan is an Uthgardt might have something to do with him being on trial. Is there any way I can guarantee you'll reach a verdict of not guilty? I hope you're not insinuating anything improper. Justice must run its proper course. Present its strong case on Rogan's behalf. That is all you can do. Perhaps we should end this discussion now before things are said that are best left unspoken. You are welcome to explore the tribal camp. I only ask that you respect the ways of the Black Lion tribe and treat the Uthgardt with the honor they deserve. Okay, I will treat the Uthgardt with the honor they deserve. Hella
you are a good person
heart
to
food.
defend Organ. I, under Hardfoot, greet you with honor.
Aaron Genn mentioned the Elk tribe had allied against us. What can you tell me about them? I know very little of the Elk tribe. Their territory is to the south, near the fort you call Ilkard. Once they were an ally of the Lord's Alliance, but now they've slaughtered the settlers and farmers of your kind. Oh no, he's got like an... Oh, I'll not do his accent. We'll do it next time. The Elk tribe have turned their back on the Uthgardt ways. Something has destroyed the honor they have, and they have allied themselves with the evil of Luskan. More than this I cannot tell you. Can I ask some questions? I'll do my best to answer them, though your ways are strange and unfamiliar to we of the Uthgardt tribes. Tell me about your people. The ignorant amongst the Lord's Alliance call us savages and barbarians, yet the honor of our ancestors shields us against their empty words. We are born of the Black Lion. We are of the Uthgardt. Our tribe is strong and proud. We are noble warriors and great hunters, following the herds to feed and clothe our tribe. We are the Black Lion tribe. We are one with the land. I think that's... I sense tension between your people and the Lord's Alliance. There have always been tension between the Uthgardt and the Lord's Alliance. Our cultures are very different. It is inevitable there will be some clash when our peoples are forced to work side by side. But now the tension has reached a dangerous level. Rolgan, one of the Black Lion tribe, is accused of slaying a soldier of the Lord's Alliance. He's charged with murder. I want to ask you some questions about Rolgan. There's little I can tell you of Rolgan, save that he's falsely accused of murder. Rolgan's wife could tell you more of this. Her name is Vanda. Since Rolgan was seized, she spent all her time wandering on the sacred grounds of this plateau, praying for her husband. But I sense there is another reason you came to speak to me. I'll be going now. Feel free to explore the tribal camp. I only ask that you respect the Uthgardt as you would respect your own kind. Of course, but of course. Okay, Vanda?
Yes? What?
I am sorry, but were you speaking to me? Forgive my distraction. I'm worried about my husband's upcoming trial. I'm representing your husband in this trial. Representing my husband? I am sorry, but the ways of your justice system are unfamiliar to we people of the Black Lion tribe. Are you a friend or a foe? A friend. I must ask you some questions. The priest Nurik said I would have to answer some questions. I would have to answer the questions put to me with complete honesty. It's as if he expected me to lie. He knows nothing about the honor of our tribe. Ask away, I have nothing to hide. Tell me what happened the night Griff was killed. My husband returned late. He had been drinking, but there was something else. He seemed different, as if more than alcohol were at work in his mind. When he told me that he had gambled away the heirlooms of our family, precious stones sacrificed by the priests of Uthgar, I knew something was very wrong. He was not in his right mind, or he would never have wagered these sacred stones in a game of chance. Gambling and alcohol are a dangerous combination. I know my husband, and he is no irresponsible drunkard. Something happened to him, something more sinister than mere alcohol. Of course, I have no proof, but I know it's true all the same. I sent him to this man Griff to return the heirlooms. We offered to pay him gold in exchange. I would have been far. It would have been far more than he could ever sell the heirlooms for. Their religious significance to the Black Lion tribe far exceeds their material worth. But the soldier attacked my husband, and Rolgan was forced to kill Griff to preserve his own life. He fled to the temple seeking sanctuary. A mob of Griff's enraged friends close on his heels. Anything else? Please help my husband. They are portraying him as a drunken pagan savage. This is how people view all the Oathguard. We are a noble people, but if Rolgan is convicted, the hurtful stereotype will only get stronger. I wish I could be of more help, but all I can do is pray Uthgar grants you wisdom in this matter. And Pala.
Greetings!
Why have you come to seek the counsel of this old woman?
Nurik sent me. I'm representing Rolgan in the upcoming trial.
The life of one of my people is in your hands. I will aid you as best I can, though there is little I can do. The ways of justice among the Lord's Alliance are unknown to me.
What do you think of the case?
I'm very disappointed in Rogan. Our tribe constantly struggles against the stereotype of the drunken savage, yet Rogan allowed himself to fall under the influence of alcohol. This is the result.
Sounds like you already think he's guilty.
That remains to be seen. Rogan is a symbol of our people. I pray he is not guilty of what they claim, but my duty in this trial is clear. Nurik explained to the vow I have taken as a juror. If the evidence shows Rogan let alcohol cloud his mind, then that he killed this man without reason, I must return a verdict of guilty. This trial is not the way of our tribe, but I must follow Nurik's rules in this matter. We Uthgards cannot risk the wrath of the Lord's Alliance by defying the High Priest of Tyr. I pray Rogan is not a sacrifice for the good of the entire tribe, but if it must be, it must be. Can I ask you some questions? Unfortunately, the Councilor's Elder is reserved for those of the Black Lions tribe. My wisdom is only for the Uthgard way of life, and you are not of Uthgard. I know nothing of your kind. I cannot give you guidance. Depart with the blessing of the Black Lion tribe. This alone I can give you. I'll be going now. Go with the blessing of the Black Lion tribe.
Okie dokie. Oh, excuse me. Back up here. Let's get this trial on the going. I've been to everywhere. Yeah, these are just exits. Oh, I haven't been to the trading post, but still. That's not a big deal.
Hail to ye!
Forgive me if I seem somewhat distracted. Rogan's impending trial has me a little out of sorts. I've completed my investigations and I'm ready to begin Rogan's trial. Are you quite certain, my lord? Once the trial begins, it cannot be ended prematurely, or Rogan's life will be forfeit. I'm ready, let's begin. Save. I'm ready, let's begin. Excellent. I know all parties involved are anxious to settle this matter. I'll send word to the prosecutor and everyone else involved. The rules of the proceedings are simple. The jurors will listen to evidence and testimony. As well as the trial progresses, they will use the swords and torches I've given them to indicate either guilt or innocence. Whenever a juror feels the accused is guilty, they will hold forth the sword in their right hand to symbolize the swift strike of justice. If they feel the accused is innocent, they will hold up the torch to symbolize the burning light of truth shining down on this trial. Sounds simple. Sword for guilty, torch for innocent. As the jurors' views are swayed, so shall the implement they hold forth change. A juror who is undecided will hold forth neither sword nor torch. 3 jurors must be convinced of the accused innocence for Rogan to go free. What we have now begun cannot end until justice is served.
If the trial is interrupted or broken off before its proper completion, the accused shall be found guilty, regardless of the status of the jurors. Is this clear? I understand. 3 jurors or more must be holding a torch to get Rogan acquitted, and if I end the conversation before we're done, Rogan suffers. Now that we're all here, the trial can begin. Remember, if you quit the trial before the rightful end, Rogan's life is forfeit.
My name is Egland of the Swift Sword. I am the special prosecutor in the investigation of the death of the Lord's Alliance mercenary known as Griff. And I would like to remind the jury that I have never lost a case. Never!
The witnesses have been sworn in. May the light of Tyr's holy justice shine down on this trial and expose any lies of their testimony. To begin my case, I would like to question Lodar, an eyewitness to the events. I'm here, Your Honour. I'm not the judge, Lodar, just the prosecutor. You don't have to be so formal. Just call me sir. Please tell us what happened in your own words. Well, sir, it was night and Griff was outside of the barracks. All of a sudden we heard this shout, and we ran out and Griff and the Uthgar are there going at each other with weapons drawn. Before we could step in, that savage stabs Griff right in the gut and runs off. We ran to get a cleric, but by then it was too late. Griff was gone. That savage killed him. That's all I require from this witness. Were it up to me, we could end the trial right now and declare Rogan guilty. But custom dictates I allow the defence to question my witness if they wish. I'm ready for your questions, Lord Tam. Did you see who actually started the fight? No, they were already going at it by the time we got there. So maybe Griff started the fight and Rogan was just defending himself. Yeah, I guess. Could be Griff started it. I don't know. I wasn't there. Was the Uthgar in his right mind, or did he seem intoxicated to you? Oh wait, is that... I don't know if that's good or bad for the... I don't know if that's good or bad for the jury. I have no more questions for this witness. If the defense counsel has finished trying to obscure the truth, I will call Zed, my next witness. Zed, tell the court what you witnessed that night. Right, sir. Well, it's like Lodar said. Griff was outside. We heard him shout. We run out and Uthgar sticks a blade into Griff's belly. Then that savage runs off to the temple for a sanctuary like some sort of coward. Well spoken, Zed. He ran off like a murderous coward. Obviously he's guilty. They always run when they're guilty. This case might be my easiest win yet. Your witness, Tam. I'm ready to answer this man's questions. You never actually witnessed the start of the fight, did you? No, I didn't see who started the fight, so yeah, it could have been Griff, if that's what you're getting at. Don't you think Rogan's judgment was impaired by all the... No, there's no... That's not good for him. I have no further questions for this witness. If the defence is finished with their blathering, the prosecution only has one witness left. I call on Vanda, the wife of the accused. I'm here. Ask your questions. Oh, yeah, she's got a Russian accent, doesn't she? I am here. Ask your questions. I sense some hostility on your part, young lady. Please remember, I'm only doing my job. It's not my fault your husband had to go on a killing spree. England, I've given you a lot of leeway in this case, but you're coming very close to crossing the line of what's acceptable. Sorry, Your Honour, but this woman is looking at me as if she wants to kill me. Must run in her family. Neither my husband nor I would ever commit vile murder. We Uthgar are an honourable people. Yes, you Uthgar take honour very seriously. Wasn't Rogan ashamed at having gambled away everything he owned? Didn't he want to do anything to wipe away the shame? Yes, but he wouldn't have killed that man. So you say. But we know how strong Uthgar honour is, and Rogan is a proud warrior. Surely a jury as intelligent and attractive as this one must realise that his pride would have driven Rogan to kill Griff in a desperate attempt to salvage his wounded honour. Defence may cross-examine now. I have no further questions for this witness, since she all but admitted her husband is a rampaging serial killer. Egland, don't push me. Sorry, Judge. I won't say another word while the Honourable Lord Tam tries to defend these crimes. I'm ready for your questions, Lord Tam. Tell me why you sent your husband to see Griff. I told Rolgan to speak to Griff, to beg him to return the heirlooms he had taken from us, to appeal to Griff's sense of decency. My husband is no killer. He only went back because I sent him there to talk with Griff. Tell me about the significance of the heirlooms your husband gambled away. These are more than just heirlooms. They are artifacts of greater religious significance to the Black Lion tribe. Their value is greater than mere money. Why, they mean more than life itself to the worshippers of Uthgar. More than life itself. So that was Griff. What was Griff? A human sacrifice to Uthgar in one of your savage pagan rituals? Eglin, such comments are not appropriate. The Uthgar beliefs may differ from our own, but they are not on trial here. Please, Tam, continue with your questions. Do you think your husband is on trial here simply because he is an Uthgard? You people hate the Uthgard. For generations, the Lord's Alliance has persecuted us because they got torches. None of them have anything in their hands. Has persecuted us because we were different. You are nothing but a bunch of racists. The court does not take kindly to your accusations, young lady. Your husband is here because a man is dead. Don't forget that it was Temple of Tyr that gave Rogan sanctuary. Tam, in the future you might want to advise your client against calling the jurors racist during the trial. It doesn't go over well. Please continue with the questions. I have no more questions for Vanda. If it pleases the court, the prosecution rests its case. Can't we start the execution now? No? Okay, defense may call their witnesses if they wish, though I hardly see the point. I'm ready for closing arguments. I shall move on to my closing arguments. This will be short, since the Uthgard is obviously guilty. Rogan owed Griff money. 2 witnesses saw Rogan kill Griff. What could be more simple? We have heard how much the Uthgard valued heirlooms that Rogan gambled away. A proud Uthgard warrior would do anything to get these religious artifacts back, even kill the man who had taken them. The defense they've raised an issue of Rogan's Uthgard heritage, tried to claim this trial as a racist sham, but this is simply an argument to obscure the true facts. Being an Uthgard does not give you license to commit murder. Do your duty, members of the jury. Find Rogan guilty of murder and let the justice be done. Such is the will of Tyr, if it pleases the court. The prosecution rests. Tam, you make your closing arguments now. The prosecution witnesses never saw who started the fight, so we must accept Rogan's claims of self-defense as truth. Hardly a convincing argument. The inherent racism of the courts has been mentioned often in this trial, but it is not the real issue. No, then why do you keep bringing it up? Forget about the accusations of racism. Griff attacked Rogan. Rogan defended himself. That is the only issue here. Or so you would have us all believe. Enough, England. The heirlooms Griff had taken over. No, I think the defense rests its case. Then as Tyr's representative overseeing this trial, I proclaim judgment in this case. By the light of Tyr's truth, may justice be done. Oh, sorry, that's the other one. I do not see 3 torches in the jury. The verdict is clear. Guilty as charged. Rogan shall be taken away for the immediate execution. The rest of you are dismissed. The court thanks you this time. Yes, in this corner, still undefeated, the greatest prosecutor of all time, me. Ha 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 ha. Eglin, your work here is done. I suggest you leave before I write you up for your loutish behaviour during these proceedings. You're a disgrace to the hallowed halls of this temple. Tam, come speak to me when you wish to receive your just reward for your service here. Oops. I think I screwed up there. Right, I'm going to reload. I don't think I got all the information because I didn't speak to one of the soldiers. Let's load that quick save. Get the rest of the information. Because I missed speaking to somebody in here. Oh, no, not
it's you, Chevin.
Well met.
Nurek sent me. I thought someone was starting a fight there. Nurek sent me. I'm representing Rogan. I figured as much. I ain't been on a jury before. I've seen my share of trials, but usually from the prisoner's box. What do you want to know? I'm preparing my case. What do you think about this trial? Looks to me like a bar fight got out of hand. A few too many drinks in you and you act stupid. I've been there myself, though I ain't never killed no one. But you know what makes me mad about this case? Them people who run around saying the only reason this guy is on trial because he's an Uthcart. I ain't no Uthcart, and I've been on trial a bunch of times. Sounds like you're trying to keep an open mind. I know what it's like. Sometimes you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Could be that's what happened to this Uthcart. I kind of hope you get him off. I'd hate to sentence the poor guy to execution, but I've got to give an honest verdict. Nurek says it's my duty. Not much more I can tell you. Hope you got what you're looking for. Good luck in the trial. Oh, Zed.
I greet you.
This better be important, as I don't feel like chatting. It's bad enough my leg is killing me, now I've got to be a witness at this murder trial too.
That's it for you!
What happened to your leg? My leg is none of your business. Go find someone else to bother, leave me alone.
I greet you.
I'm the defense counsel for Rogan. Ha! So you're the sucker Nurek roped into defending that savage. Tough break, I hear the case is open and shut. I saw that Uthgart stab Griff with my own 2 eyes. Ran him through. Griff was dead before he even hit the ground. Do you know why they were fighting? Gambling debt. Griff had won a bunch of money off that Uthgart, and I guess the savage didn't like it. He'd been drinking, so I guess it was no surprise he lost his temper. Anything else you can tell me? Hey, all I know is what I saw. Griff is dead, and that Uthgart killed him. I'm as sure of that as I am of the pain eating away at my leg. What's wrong with your leg? Arthritis in my knee. There's nothing anyone can do about it, but that ain't the problem right now. Some damn fool stuck me in a thigh with a knife during a bar fight, and the wound's infected. Feels like a hot spear shooting up through my whole leg every step I take. And I can't even go to the temple to get a look at it, or they'll know I was in a fight. My unit commander's already warned about the drawling, and I don't need to get stuck in a latrine duty again. I've got a few healing spells of my own, maybe I can help. You want to heal my leg? What's in it for you? I think you know something about Griff's death you aren't telling me. You think I'm going to betray the memory of my friend just because of a little pain in my... Oh, damn! I barely bumped it that time and it's burning like the fires of the 9 hells. Okay, you got a deal. Heal my leg and I'll tell you something about Griff. Something you can use at the trial. Here you go, good as new. Use minor healing spell. Ha! I still got the arthritis in my knee, but I can cope with that. It was the bloody infection I couldn't handle. Okay, I guess you delivered your end of the deal, so here's what I know. First, Griff spiked that Uthgart's strength. Griff was always doing stuff like that to try and get an edge at cards. Could be the stuff in the drink made the Uthgart act like he did. I also happen to know for a fact that Griff was cheating that night. He wanted to take everything the Uthgard owned. He told me he wanted to rob the savage blind. That's all I know. If it's enough to get your client off, so be it. At least now I can walk without clenching my teeth in agony. Seems like a fair trade to me. Okay, let's go finish this trial. We'll skip most of the dialogue because we just did it a second ago. Save and continue. Completed my investigations. Ready. Continue. Sounds simple. Sword for guilty. Continue. Understand 3 jurors. Continue. End dialogue.
My name is England.
Continue. Did you see who actually started the fight? No, they were already going at it by the time I got there. So maybe Griff started the fight and Rogan was just defending himself. Yeah, I guess. Could be Griff started it. I don't know. I wasn't there. Isn't it true that Griff spiked Rogan's drink earlier that evening? Yeah, he wanted to mess that Uthgar up so he could beat him at cards, you know? Make him not think straight. So Griff's partly to blame for his own death. Well, it was his fault that the Uthgard was doped up. Maybe if Rogan was in his right mind, he wouldn't have killed Griff. Maybe Griff thought that since Rogan was drugged, the Uthgardt would be an easy target in a fight. I guess he could have thought that. He didn't like the Uthgardt much. He would have jumped at a chance to kill one of them off if he thought he could get away with it. I have no more questions for this witness. If the defense counsel has finished trying to obscure the truth, I'll call Zed. My next witness, Zed, tell the court what you witnessed that night. Right, sir. Well, it's like Lodar said. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Ready to answer this man's questions. You never actually witnessed the start of the fight, did you? Blah, blah, blah. Griffith spiked Rogan's drink that night, right? Yep, he put something in Rogan's drink, made his mind fuzzy. So he didn't really understand what he was doing. Don't you think that's a mitigating circumstance in what happened? I don't know what mitigating means, but Griff should have shouldn't have spiked that Uthgart's drink. That's wrong. Griff was always doing stupid stuff like that. Rogan lost a lot of money that night, didn't he, Zed? Can you explain that? Griff cheated. He wanted to win so he could humiliate the Uthgardt, embarrass and ruin him, so he cheated during a card game. Don't you think that might have been a factor in Griff's death? I warned Griff that the Uthgardt would be mad after losing everything he owned. I said it would lead to trouble, but Griff didn't care. He said he welcomed trouble with the Uthgardt. Maybe Griff attacked Rogan because he thought his cheating had been discovered. If Griff thought someone was coming to settle the score, he wouldn't wait. Griff would have made sure he made the first move. He preferred starting fights himself, you know. Don't you think Rogan's judgment was impaired by all the alcohol he consumed? Sure, he was drunk, but that don't mean you get to go kill people. You have to know how to hold your drinks, right? Know your limits. I have no further questions for this witness. If the defense is finished with their blathering, the prosecution has only one witness left. I call on Vanda. I'm here to ask you questions. I'm ready for your questions, Lord Tam. Tell me why you sent your Tell me why you sent your husband here to see Griff. I told Rogan to speak with Griff. Tell me the significance of the heirlooms. I have no more questions for Vanda. I'm ready for closing arguments. Oh, they all got torches. Cool. I shall move on to my closing arguments. Will be short, since Uthgardt is obviously guilty. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Tam, you make your closing arguments now. Prosecution witnesses never saw who started the fight, so we must accept Rogan's claim of self-defense as truth. Hardly a convincing argument. Griff spiked Rogan's drink, making Rogan more prone to act irrationally. Sure, blame the victim. Griff cheated at cards. When he saw Rogan, he attacked him out of fear Rogan had found out. A preposterous conspiracy theory. Next, you'll blame the Knight's masks for Griff's murder. I'm getting sick of these uncalled for remarks, Igland. The defense rests its case. Then, as Tyr's representative overseeing this trial, I proclaim judgment in this case. By the light of Tyr's truth, may justice be done. The verdict is clear. Unanimous 5-0 decision to acquit. Rogan, you're free to go. The rest of you, the court thanks you for your time. Iglid, your work here is done. I suggest you leave before I write you up for your loutish behaviour during these proceedings. You're a disgrace to the hallowed halls of this temple. Tam, come to speak to me when you wish to receive your just word for your service here. Oh, he's gone. I was going to speak to him.
Hail to ye!
You are called upon to do your duty in administering the justice in Tyr's court, Tam. The court is grateful for you answered the call. Your performance at the trial was truly amazing, Tam. A unanimous verdict. Such an overwhelming result will do much to quell any rumblings among the Lord's Alliance soldiers over the outcome of the trial. For your exemplary service, you have earned the undying gratitude of this temple of Tyr. Please accept this token as a sign of my own appreciation for the spectacular job you have done in the service of Tyr. Now, is there anything else I can do for you, Tam? Your reward seems a little light after all the work I did. Well, I suppose it can be difficult serving Tyr's cause, particularly in the light of all the recent events concerning Fenthic and now Aribeth. It was 100 gold pieces, God. Very well, Tam. Have another 100 gold pieces. I have another 100 spare gold pieces I can spare you. Any more than that, and I would have to give you funds marked for the temple's poor box. That's it. I'll be going now. Go with Tyr's blessing. Okay, I'm going to end the YouTube video there. Please, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Come see me on twitch.tv/Tam Axlia.